Right, so you will probably get this video very soon after the last one. It's not the normal schedule. I just wanted to keep the two subjects separate. And today's one, this one for this video, is progress update with self-reliance. A couple of things. Number one, I finally figured out how to get a certificate of residence, which is proof of residence, tax residence, from the Inland Revenue, from HMRC in the UK, where I live, and I went onto their website. So I've done that, and I intend to put that in both the blog as well. So if you want, I'll put a link to that when I've made the blog for the end of the next month, or whenever, as soon as I can get it up. I need to put a lot more blogs up in the next 2 weeks. So you're going to almost get 2 weeks of blogs as well. And I'll let you know in at least short videos which ones I've done when. And I hope that you will give me feedback. I really would appreciate some feedback, because I need to produce quality and value for the viewers, as I said in the last self-reliance video. So I hope that you will give me some feedback so that I can give you better value. It would be really helpful if you make suggestions of topics and questions that you would like me to figure out, find answers for, and to share with you. I really would appreciate your help in that. Right, back to HMRC. I found that I needed to go onto there was a tab. I'll put a link in the description box for that link for the HMRC for the certificate of residence, in case you are trying to start a blog and use AdSense to monetize your blogs, if that's the avenue you're going down. Even if you are I mean, I didn't have to do that with KDP at the time when I did register with Amazon KDP. I just had to produce my tax unique tax reference number and fill in an American WIN 8 or something like that to demonstrate that I'm not working in America, I'm not resident there, I don't run a business there, and I'm not making money from a business there, which is easy enough to do online, but that also could be a bit tricky. So maybe sometime in the future, if you want to know how to do that, I will do that. I'll do that with you. For now, if you want me to walk you through the residency certificate, let me know as well, and I'll do that for you. But I found out how to do that. I filled it in, I've submitted it. It's a bit awkward and weird, but I have to wait 15 days for a response to see if they'll give me one. So in that 15 days, I have got an opportunity to create the amount of blogs needed for me to finally monetize my blog. And that's a minimum of 10, I think, on each one. So that's 20 blogs I have to write and work on in the next 2 weeks. So yes, the 10 for the homesteading ones and 10 for the self-reliance ones. So yeah, that's where we are at update on the self-reliance for myself, is getting that tax certification sorted so that I could finally be accepted by AdSense. But also to do that, I need the volume of value blogs, and not just rambling blogs. I have to do something of more value. So hopefully I could do that. I have found a way of using ChatGPT to come up with topics and outlines for blogs that I can use as a synopsis, as a skeleton to be able to write. And I will not be asking ChatGPT to write the blogs for me, because I want my personal input, my personal experiences to go in there. So all I want is just little like subheadings, blog idea, titles and subheadings, topics to discuss, and then I will put in my experiences of those. And hopefully, if you can respond both in videos, if you will check out the blogs, and the podcasts. If you could do that and then give me feedback on what you would like me to cover, then that would help even more. I might just, because there's just so much more to learn, I might just skip the ChatGPT. As long as I've got you to tell me what you want, then I will focus on those. That would really help. That would be far better than ChatGPT, because at least you'll be telling me what you want, and hopefully I'll be able to help you better. Okay, so that is that done. The tax certification, the blog volume, and I was thinking as well, remember I think I mentioned to you in the last video that I was playing with changing the name of the channel. I mean, I know it's only early days, but I wanted something more positive mindset and that describes what we do better. So I'm working on that, because I want to replace escape, because it's such a negative connotation, and I don't want to use that, because I am very grateful for having had the blessing of living in a country where there is a social welfare system that helps its citizens when they're in need. So I'm grateful for it. It has been a blessing, and I don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth. But where I'm coming from with the word escape is that the system itself over time can trap you there, because it kind of blocks off avenues for getting off. It wants you to progress. It wants you to only be on the system of welfare for a short period of time while it actually almost forces you into work, but it's the work that they want you to do and you have no choice. So if you want to make your own progress, it's quite more complicated, because after a certain amount of time it does actually feel like slavery, because it seems on the outside to block every avenue of you being able to be self-reliant, and it feels like you're being trapped. So that's where I was coming from with the word escape, but it is a negative scarcity mindset word. So I would love to change that. Your suggestions are always helpful in helping me to figure out how I'm going to reword the title of the channel. But yes, I'm working on a description already, which might help me come up with the title. So I'll let you in on that when I figure that out. So that's 3 things then. 3 things in progress. I'm really grateful for that. Also, on the home front, I have been clearing out, you know, as I've been talking about clearing out and putting things in order, putting my home in order. I cleared out the boiler cupboard where I had been keeping clothes and fabric and memorabilia and things like that. So I took out some suitcases. It's a very big boiler room in the bedroom, actually. It's a walk-in wardrobe that they've put the boiler in. So I've pulled that out, and it was actually quite revealing, pulling out clothes that I wore before and when I got married. I was 34 years ago, almost 35. Yeah, that's how long ago it was, and I've still got these clothes that I wore then, and it was shocking. I had a really, really tiny waist. Tiny waist. I cannot believe it. A friend who walked in when I was sorting all this out, just like, what? I just can't imagine myself ever being so absolutely tiny. And I've been holding on to these clothes, hoping that I'd fit back into them, and holding on to the memory of what I used to be outwardly, my shape, and it's not helpful. We hold on to clothes hoping to fit back into them, but that's not helpful. I'll cover that in another video. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, clearing out. And I want to go through some of the psychology that's been affecting me on hoarding, because even though my house isn't a hoarder's house, there are things I have been hoarding like that. So it's 3 suitcases full of clothes and memorabilia, toys from my childhood, that are broken. It's a doll, my mum's doll, and a rag doll that my gran made for me. But they're so old and they're precious, the kind of thing that you want to have restored because they're special, really special things. So I kept them aside. I thought we might just contact what's a program called? Oh, the restoration one. I can't remember. Anyway, so we thought we might contact them and see if they'll do that for us. I don't know if you have to pay for it. A good cup of herbal tea. Delish. That's my red berries one with hibiscus. Tasty. But anyway, so yeah, I'll cover the clear out, putting home in order stuff. I think that's actually for the other. No, it isn't. It isn't. The other channel is the homesteading side of homemaking. This channel will have the more self-reliance side of homemaking. Yeah, so I'll cover the clearing out with you another day. For today, I'm just focusing on the update of progress with the online business. So I'll keep you updated on that as we keep going. I appreciate your input, as I said before, and I do hope that you, if you're visiting the channel and you're trying to find ways of gaining your own self-reliance, especially if you're stuck or feel stuck on social welfare, or if you are trying to find inspiration for making your own dreams come true as far as self-reliance and finding the life you want to live. So I hope that I'm helpful in something there to you. As per the last and every video on both channels, please like it, subscribe, click the notification bell so that when I post you'll get it, and share it. I appreciate your help with that, and I appreciate you. Thanks, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.